This is Louise for MMA Crazy, and we're here with Ben Rothwell. I couldn't help noticing your T-shirt.
Yep, because my buddy made it for me custom. He wanted me to kind of show my Irish spirit. So I'm half Irish. My mom's father was Sullivan, and he came over here off the boat, came to America. So yeah, I was kind of here getting into my roots. And no, I didn't get to fight, but I'm really happy I got to come to Dublin. It's a beautiful place. The people are incredible, and yeah, we have some of the best fans in the world are right here. So
obviously some disappointing news for you. Your co-main event, obviously against Stipe Miocic, his injury obviously led him to pull out. But then we obviously heard some news recently about him facing Arlovski. So what are your emotions and your thoughts about that?
That Stipe saved his career by getting injured, by not having to fight me, and Andrei Arlovski has great management because they knew to avoid me. So that's what I feel about that.
So this is kind of like a bittersweet trip for you then to Ireland, because obviously you came here, I know you really wanted to meet some of the Irish fans and really feel that kind of Irish support behind you, and then obviously this happens to you. So I don't know, how does that leave you feeling this whole trip?
I mean, I don't want to, as far as the stuff I can't control, which was everything to do with my fight and people getting matched. I can't do anything about it. It's my responsibility as a person to how I deal with this. So I just gotta take it in and just know that, I'll come out on top. I know that things will happen. So the positive is I got to come to Dublin. Now that I've been here and I've scouted out the area, I am much ready. I'm ready to come back. It's been a good week, you know what I mean? So if they have another show here, I'm going to work really hard to get on it. I'd love to come here and fight for this crowd. And now that I've been here, I've got to know the city some. I know kind of my plan on how to do the fight week. It's a big deal, so it was kind of good. The trip wasn't for anything. It wasn't for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, how have the fans been reacting to you?
Yeah, the fans are the best fans in the world, for sure. They're incredible. It's one of the nicest people on the planet. That's even maybe an understatement. And even though I get to fight, I'm still glad I got to come here. It's definitely a great experience, and I really hope I get to come back.
So that quote that you had, "Only politics can slow me," that kind of rings true now?
Well, I guess when I told the whole world, only politics can slow me. So when all this stuff happened, everybody already knows. I'm not surprised. This is the way it goes. So I knew it, and maybe I'm gonna get the politics sway in my favor one day.
So what do you think's next for you? I mean, I've seen some. I think obviously there was a lot of people when we first heard of the co-main event kind of pulling out. There was what was
Spong called it out, and he's the World Series, and then his fight got announced in World Series fight in December. Managerial said something.
Yes,
he had a fight signed with Travis Brown. I was never offered a fight. They were never offered a fight. It was just talk. People want to make headlines. As far as what could really happen, I need to stay ready. Right now, I'm ready to fight, and I need to stay this way because Junior Overeem could get hurt. Stipe might hurt his back again before it's Arlovski. So, I just need to be ready because I'll be the hero. I'm gonna step in. I'll be ready to fight any of those fights, and I just gotta be ready.
So, do you think that Overeem may pull out, and that might give you?
Yeah, I mean, if it happens, it would be like. I don't even know how to say how incredible it would be. Wow, this is really meant to be. If I get to fight Junior, because then I just bypass Stipe and Andrei as it is. I'm beating the guy that's already beat the champ and Kane once, and he's beaten Stipe once. So Junior is the guy that I want to fight. Simply because he's the position that he's in. But even if Junior got hurt, I would fight Overeem again because he's on a 2-fight win streak, and it's a good fight. So any of the guys, I just want to fight any of the guys that are ranked in front of me. Maybe Managerial gets hurt, I'll fight Travis Brown. So I just gotta be ready, and I just think one more of these high-profile fights, and I'm gonna start getting the respect I deserve.
Because you wanted that fight against Arlovski, didn't you? You kind of called that out, seeing as he was here.
Yeah, I advocated for the fight right away because I was looking around. And I'm like, well, who's available and what card doesn't? I hit it right on the head. I'm like, January 2nd needs a co-main event. Andrei's ready to fight. I knew it. I hit it right on the head, and then it just wasn't me that got put in it. So it was a huge letdown.
That must have been quite a blow, because then you thought, wait, hold on a second, this could work. And then to hear that news, that must have been a big blow.
Yeah, it was. It definitely took a sting. I was here, even though I came here and I wasn't fighting, I was still happy, and I was like, because I was like, a fight's gonna happen, something's gonna happen, I'll be all right. And then that happened, and then I was just like, oh. But I have been knocked down from far worse than this, and it takes a lot to put me down, and this isn't anything. So.
And obviously we've got Arlovski here, so what's the have you interacted at all with him?
Well, yeah, I went up to him, I was like, hey man, I'm calling you out, let's get a fight going. He was like, I like Andrei, I respect most of the guys. I respect these guys, and I watch them fight because they're the reason we have a division, and this division is as strong as it's ever been since I've watched this sport, so I'm very proud to be a part of it, and I respect these guys very much. I try to let them understand it's just like Ben Rothwell outside of fighting, hey man, I want to be this guy's best friend, for sure. Like, I respect him that much. Then there's my persona that you guys seen that comes out on fight night, the guy that does the laugh and the dance. That's something else. That's the guy that wants to fight anyone, and that's the guy that's here for business. And I'm a competitor, and as much as I like these guys, I have to take them out. So.
And that fight with Arlovski, does that still interest you? Obviously, that would be a rematch for you to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, if Stipe gets hurt again with his back, I'll fill in January 2nd. So.
How do you think that would go this time around? Because obviously the last fight was a long time back in 2008, so I mean it's a long time.
Yeah. So whoever my next opponent is, they're going to be number 33. Do you know what that means? It's a quiz question for you.
I'm not good at quizzes.
All right. I have 35.
You have to give me the answer.
I have 35 wins right now. 32 of them have been finished.
Okay.
So my next opponent's going to be number 33.
Oh, right, okay.
Got it?
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so another thing that I really wanted to ask you was about Chael Sonnen. I saw you saying something on Twitter about managing you.
So I want either Chael Sonnen or Conor McGregor to be my manager.
So this wasn't serious then?
I mean, not really.
No,
I was maybe like, I'm gonna tell them that they should be managers, and I want to be the first guy they sign.
What do you think Chael Sonnen would be like as a manager?
I think he'd be a great manager. I really do. I think he.
Do you think he would have got things done for you if he was your manager?
I was serious. I'm like, this wouldn't have happened if you were my manager. So.
Okay, so I mean, what kind of fights are you looking forward to? Obviously, we've had Joe Duffy pull out of the main event here in Ireland. What was your reaction to that? Obviously, first the co-main event, now the main event. What was your reaction?
Oh, I was just, I cracked some jokes on Twitter. I hope I didn't get anybody mad, but I put X's on all of our faces on the poster, and I was just trying to make some, because it's a horrible situation, and it's not the UFC's fault. Guys are getting injured. What are they supposed to do? I was just trying to have fun with the situation, because what are you going to do? You just got to laugh it off and, make the most of it. And the guys that are all fighting, those guys are, they're coming, that crowd's going to get those guys. They're going to put on a show. I believe in all of them. And they got to come out and fight hard, and the crowd will be happy. I know they're disappointed now, but I think it's going to be a great show regardless. So it's the UFC, we're the best in the world.
And then you obviously mentioned about Conor, another kind of great person that would be a manager for you. But what do you think about his fight with Jose Aldo coming up at 194? What do you think the outcome's going to be?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a very tough fight. But everybody said the same thing about Chad Mendes. The week before the Mendes fight, I said Conor's got, when that arena is filled with all your countrymen and they're cheering you, it's just like it gives you something. It really does. Hey, I must have been right, because look what happened. And I think some more of that's going to happen. I just, for some reason, something seems off with Aldo right now. I don't know why. I mean, the guy is a phenomenal fighter and a champion, but I almost feel like he's wanting to be done. He wants to retire soon. And Conor is on full swing right now. He's ready to get going. So I think it could be his fight.
And then Rockhold versus Weidman. What do you think about that fight?
I'm a Weidman fan. I mean, Rockhold is a very talented guy, but I just like Chris Weidman, so I'm kind of biased that way. I just think he's a great champ, and I think he's proven it. He beat the GOAT, and he beat Machida, and I just think he proved himself, and I just think he's a very durable, well-rounded guy, and I just think he can continue to be a champ.
And then obviously we've got Rousey versus Holly Holm. Did you watch the promo for that?
Yeah, it was a cool post, the commercial. Yeah, it was definitely a cool cool commercial. And but I think it's Ronda Rousey's fight. I just think Holly Holm's going to be way overwhelmed. We know Ronda has a huge advantage on the ground, and you know she just basically has got to get her hands on Holly. Holly's going to go down. I mean, she's gonna throw her down, and you know I think it's a huge. I'm not sure what the actual what am I looking for here? Like chances of winning and losing. Yeah, I can't think of a split. I think Ronda's is going to be like ridiculous, and I think she's going to fulfill it. So.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your trip here in Ireland. Thank you for taking the time out to talk to us, and enjoy the weigh-ins today. I'm sure the atmosphere is going to be crazy.
Thank you.
Thank you.